For this tutorial, I'll be making use of 1.5 yards of this black crepe. So if you're on a bigger size, you might need about 2 yards or more. The first thing I went ahead is to fold my fabric into two, and I have about 14.5 right there. So after that, I went ahead to also rule out my start line, and from that start line, I'm going to measure 1 inch all the way down to the end of my fabric. Okay, so go ahead and also do the same thing. Then you want to connect the dots together just the way I am doing right now. And once you are done with that, the next thing we are going to do is to come over to our start line and place our tape rule at 2 inches. That 2 inches is going to serve as a band. Then I went ahead to mark my hip line at 9 inches, crotch line at 11 inches, my knee line at 23 inches, and then the full length of my pant is actually 43 inches. Then I went ahead to add 2 more inches to it for folding allowance. Okay, now after we are done with that, the next thing I'm going to do is to extend those lines. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and extend the lines just like this. Go ahead and also do the same thing. And after that, come back to your hip line and impute your round hip measurement by divided by 4, and then also the same thing on your crotch line and also the same thing on your waistline. Divide your round hip measurement by 4 and impute whatever you have there on your hip line, on your crotch line, and also at the waistline. Then you want to connect together just like this. Now after you're done connecting together, the next thing we're going to do is to mark out our crotch extension. And to do this, divide your round hip measurement by 20, and whatever you get, just impute it right there on the crotch extension line. Then you want to connect it right into the hip line just like that. Okay, just connect it using your free hand, or you can use your French cuff. Then I'm going to go ahead and measure what I have right there on my crotch line. So I have 11 inches right there, and I'm going to divide that 11 inches into 2. I'm going to be dividing that 11 inches into 2, which gives me 5.5. So I'm going to mark 5.5 right there. From that 1 inch line we marked earlier, go ahead and divide whatever you have on your crotch line into 2. Then you mark it right there. So after we are done doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to connect the dots together. So we are going to go ahead and also do the same thing. And once you are done with that, the next thing we're going to do is to come to our waistline, come to your waistline and go in by 1 inch from that point, by half inch rather. Then you want to connect it right into the hip line. That is to remove any form of bulginess around that area, around the front lap. Okay, so you're going to remove 0.5 inch from the waistline right into the hip line, just like that. Connect it. Then from that new line, you're going to measure your round waist measurement divided by 4, which is 7.5 for me. So I'm just going to impute it right there, and then I am going to connect it right into the hip line on the side, just like this. Go ahead and also do the same thing. Now once you are done doing that, the next thing we are going to do is to come to our nail line and go in by 1 inch. This is how tight I want it to be, so I'm just going to measure the same thing I have on the other side as well. So you know we have 5.5 on one side. I'm just going to remove 1 inch, which gives me 4.5. I'm going to be taking 4.5 on the other side as well. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. On each side of the line, I'm going to be taking 4.5. You know we had 5.5 initially, so I'm removing 1 inch from it, which gives me 4.5. I hope you understand it now. So that 4.5 is what I will be taking on each side of the line. I hope you understand it. Then I'm just going to connect it into the crotch line and also into the hip line. All right, now once we are done with that, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and cut out the excess. And while cutting, I added half inch on the waistline for joining and 1 inch on the side for seam allowance. Okay, I'm also going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So just go ahead and do the same thing. Now, after we are done, this is what we have. You can see the waistline, and that is that. Now, the next thing is for us to cut out the back. And to cut out the back, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric as well, leaving about 3 inches at the upper part from the waistline of the front, and also about 2.5 inch on the crotch line of the front. Okay, so we have that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is to extend our crotch line for the back. Okay, so I have 2.5. I'm going to just measure 2 inches. So I'm just going to measure 2 inches from there, and from that part I am going to go in by 2 inches from the front waistline. Just look at what I will be doing. That is me just trying to trace out the waistline of the front. Okay, now I am going to be going in by 2 inches from the front waistline. You can see where I placed my tape rule. I went in by 2 inches from the front. Okay, now from that 2 inches, I'm going to connect it right into the crotch extension using my free hand. So you just want to trace it out using your free hand and connect it. I'm so sorry my chalk is not really that obvious, it's not showing that well, but you just want to use your free hand to connect from that crotch extension into the new waistline of the back. I hope you understand. Now that we have taken 2 inches in from the front waistline, we are going to replace that 2 inch on the other side of the back of the front, at the waist side, at the side rather. Okay, so I went ahead to mark out 2 inches, and then I'm just going to connect it into the hip line of the front. Okay, from that 2 inches that we came out by on the front waistline, I'm going to connect it into the hip of the front. Okay, you can see where the hip is. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go up by 1.5 inch. You can decide to use 1.5, you can decide to use 2 inches from that front line. Okay, from that 2 inches we came in by, I went up by 1.5, and then I'm going to connect it right into the back piece. Okay, so just go ahead and do the same thing. Now, after you're done doing that, the next thing is for us to connect from the crotch extension into the nail line, just like that. Go ahead and also do the same. You just follow my hand movement right there and then connect it. So this is me just trying to confirm if what I have there is 2 inches away and 2 inches from the side as well, and I found that it's the same thing. So the next thing is for us to go ahead and cut out the excess part that we will not be needing. Now there is no need for us to add extra allowance to this because we already added an allowance to the front piece. Okay, so remember that we used the front to trace out the back. Now this is what we had after we are done, and the next thing I'm going to do is to come to the front waistline and come down by 0.5 inch. Okay, you also do the same thing. This is to give us that relaxed effect on the waistline of the front. Okay, so I'm just going to cuff it right into the side. Just cuff it a little bit into the side. Okay, and after I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. Now after we are done with that, the next thing we are going to go ahead and do is to join the back pieces together and also join the front pieces together at the crotch line. So after we are done, this is what I had. You can see this is for the front. I've gone ahead to join it together, and the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the band. And to cut out the band, I will be measuring what I have all the way around the waistline right there, and I have about 16 inches. I have also gone ahead to cut out a piece of fabric that is 16 inches long, and it is also 2.5 inch wide. Okay, that is on fold. So which simply means that I have 5 inches. When I fold it, I'm going to have 2.5 inches. Okay, half inch for joining to the pant itself and 2 inches for the band. I hope you understand. So you just take it to your sewing machine and join with 0.5 inch, and I'm also going to do the same thing with the back piece. Now for the back piece, this is what I had. You can see I've also gone ahead to join it at the crotch as well. You can see it. Now the next I'm going to do is also mark or measure what I have right there, which is about 16 inches as well, and I've gone ahead to cut out the same thing for the band. So I'll just go ahead and join it with half of an inch and then bring the result to us to see what we have. Now this is what I had after I was done joining. This is for the back piece. You can see it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place the front piece on it. Okay, place the front piece on it on the side like that. Do not mind if the crotch of the back is quite bigger than that of the front. I'm just going to join it together at the crotch like that, then join it at the side as well. Now using the allowance we left, the sewing allowance we left when we were cutting it out, and on this other side I'm going to be measuring 8 inches down because that is where we are going to fix our zipper. So I'm going to measure 8 inches down and make a point right there, and from that point I'm going to stitch all the way down. Okay, so that is what you also have to do. Stitch on both sides and stitch the crotch as well. You join the crotch together as well. And after I was done, this is what I had. After I was done, you can see I've gone ahead to join it on both sides. I've joined the crotch together just like that, and I've also gone ahead to fix my zipper. Then I also went ahead to hem the base of my pant. Okay, and after I was done, this is what it looks like on me. You can see how pretty and how nice it is looking. There is no form of bulge at the crotch part. You can see it's looking really nice and beautiful. So if you have watched to this extent and you are yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button, like, comment and share, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.